Timex has made some remarkable jumps in the last years when it comes to quality and design. The backbone of the brand are still affordable watches with a fashion approach, but here and there Timex has launched more advanced wristwatches, often in form of a collaboration with a designer. The latest piece is the Timex Atelier Marine M1a, a relatively large dive watch with some interesting features. So let's start with the specifications. We have an automatic watch with a case diameter of 41 mm and a length of 48. Thickness is indicated with 13, lug width is 20. The Marine has a sapphire crystal, a screw-down crown and is waterproof up to 200 meters. The bezel works unidirectional and it has a ceramic insert. Movement is the Catina SA100, operating at 28,800 beats with a power reserve of 36 to 38 hours. The watch is available either on a metal bracelet or on rubber, and prices start at 900 euros or 950 US dollars. And now let's have a closer look. First, the dial. Wow, I really like that. Not a single element here is new or very innovative, but the scale of every piece is just right. We have a super legible design with bold indices and dolphin hands. The greenish lume holds it all together, and we have a fabulous contrast to the black dial. Note how meticulously they toned down the wording on the dial. Timex Atelier Automatic 200 is pretty much exactly between the black and the glossy metal of the hands. Then we have a minute track on the Réau and the usual numerals on the bezel. Overall, a very organic look. This watch head looks like an entity and not a combination of parts. The watch now comes, as mentioned, on rubber or on this oyster type bracelet, which brings the price up by $100 and fits stylistically 100%. But until now we only have a well-designed watch, nothing revolutionary. This impression changes drastically though when we examine the watch from the side. The case is skeletonized and the bracelet follows the design with recessed edges. A very unusual look which made it necessary to redesign the crown guards with the result of two brackets. This elevates the entire watch drastically, but is certainly a matter of taste. I could completely understand if somebody said that all we have here is a nice storage space for lint and dust. But I personally like it, and with a water resistance of 200 meters, this watch at least is very easy to clean. Also worth mentioning is the rather elegant clasp. I criticized in the past quite sometimes gigantic clasps on bracelets, and here you see why. It's just a neat and clean look when you have something smaller. The bracelet goes around your arm nicely without adding that large box. But I also like the rubber strap. It makes the entire ensemble darker, more under the radar, a bit like a prop for a Batman movie. Interesting now is also the movement. I have to admit, I've never heard its name before and I had to do some research. The Catina SA100 is a Swiss-made caliber, originally with a date. It is in production since 2012 and pretty similar to the ETA 2824-2, so the well-known workhorse in the watch industry, but it's not a clone like the Cylinder SW200. And it is in fact not a very common component. We can only speculate about the reason that brought Timex to use it in this watch. Perhaps the cost is lower compared to ETA and Cylinder, and therefore they could keep the price for the entire watch under the 1K mark, at least on a rubber strap. So after all, very strong package in my opinion. Bold look, good specs, and price-wise solid. Let me know in the comment section if you agree, and please let me know what do you think about the skeletonized case. I would like to hear if this becomes annoying or has some disadvantages when worn every day. And that's all I wanted to share in this episode. Thank you very much and see you next Monday to Watch of the Week.